Do you want to become an accountant who drives business decisions? Most people in accounting start by recording numbers, checking data, and preparing reports. This work is important, but it mainly focuses on what already happened. Over time, you realize that numbers alone don't help businesses grow. What really matters is understanding the numbers and explaining what they mean. In this video, we will talk about how the role can shift from just reporting the past to helping guide future decisions. It's not about changing your career, it's about using your existing skills in a smarter way so you can have more impact. Today, businesses have lots of data. Reports, dashboards, and spreadsheets are easy to create. The problem is not having data. The problem is understanding it clearly. Without clear explanation, people get confused and delay decisions. This is where business advisors help. They turn data into simple, useful insights so leaders can make better decisions. They don't make things more complicated, they make things clearer. That's why this role is becoming more important in all types of businesses. Accountants and business advisors both play important roles. Accountants focus on accuracy and making sure the numbers are correct. Business advisors focus on understanding the numbers and giving guidance. Accountants usually answer what happened, while advisors ask what should we do next. When you start thinking about future decisions instead of only past results, your role grows. This change is more about mindset than technical skills. It's about moving from reporting data to helping shape better decisions, better outcomes. The main change is in how you think about your work. Instead of only completing tasks, you focus on the results those tasks create. Instead of just showing numbers, you explain the story behind them. And instead of only making reports, you help support better decisions. This shift doesn't require new tools or certifications. It starts with asking, is this information useful? Business advisors focus on outcomes and connect data to real business actions like pricing, hiring, and growth planning while staying within professional limits. Business context means understanding how a company actually works. You should know where the money comes from, where the costs go, and how the main processes run. When you understand this, numbers become signals about the business, not just random data. Every number reflects real activity like sales, expenses, or operations. You don't need to manage the business, but you should understand how decisions affect it. This helps you explain results in a way that business owners and managers can clearly understand and use. Business advisors stand out because of the questions they ask. Instead of jumping straight to answers, they help people think more clearly. Questions like what changed and why, or what happens if nothing changes, leads to better decisions. When you ask structured and neutral questions, you build trust. It shows that you care about understanding the situation fully, not just completing a task. This helps create clarity without making assumptions or premises. Leaders don't need complex formulas, they need clear explanations. Instead of showing only calculations, explain what the numbers mean in simple words. For example, say costs increased faster than prices instead of focused on the math behind it. Using simple language doesn't make your work less professional, it makes it easier to understand. Business advisors act like translators, they turn data into clear messages that help people act. Storytelling with data means organizing information in clear structure. Start by explaining the current situation, then show what changed and why it changed. Finally, present possible options instead of telling people exactly what to do. This approach makes information easier to understand and remember. Business advisors focus on sharing scenarios and choices, not giving orders. This keeps the conversation helpful, balanced, and focused on collaboration. Good visuals should be simple and focused. Each chart should explain one clear idea. If it tries to show too much, it becomes confusing. The goal is not to impress people but to help them understand quickly. Clear dashboards and short summaries are powerful because they remove distractions. When visuals highlight only what matters, decision makers can see the key message fast and act with confidence. Imagine checking monthly results and seeing that one cost keep increasing. Instead of just reporting the total amount, you show how it has changed over time and what might be confusing it. This changes the discussion from focusing only on the high number to understanding what has changed in the business. That is advisory thinking, helping people understand the situation better so they can decide what to do next. One common mistake is adding too much information to reports. More data doesn't mean more value. In fact, simple and clear information is usually more helpful. Another mistake is giving conclusions without explanation or using too much technical language. Advisors should guide discussions, not replace decision making. Staying clear and neutral builds trust and makes your input more credible. You don't need to change your whole approach at once. Start with one report and improve it slightly. Add a small section that explains what the numbers suggest or what to watch next. Then include one simple question that looks at the future. Over time, improve how you explain and present information. This step by step approach makes the transition easier and more practical. This skill is useful for many people. Freelancers can use it to stand out. Small business teams can use it to get clearer insights. Startup founders can use it to make better decisions. Students can use it to build strong practical skills. It works in any industry because it's not tied to one tool or job title. Is about thinking clearly with data. For professionals, it builds trust. For businesses, it improves communication and decision making. As the amount of data keeps increasing, understanding it becomes more difficult. The real challenge is not collecting information but making sense of it. People who can explain things clearly become more valuable in meetings and decisions. This is not about predicting the future, it's about improving understanding today. When you consistently communicate clearly, that skill grows over time and becomes even more useful in your career. Advisory thinking is a skill you can learn. You can start small, stay neutral, and focus on asking good questions instead of giving direct instructions. The goal is to create clarity and better discussions. This shift is not a big jump, it's a natural step forward. It builds on your existing knowledge and improves how you communicate. Think about one recent report you worked on and how you could present it in a clearer, more helpful way next time. Thank you very much.